This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Philly Joe and Vicky, welcome to your work week. Welcome to your Monday. Unless, of course, you work weekends, and then really this is just another day.
Last week for Take the Money and Run, courtesy of Manitoba Battery. Friday, the jackpot goes to someone, and this morning we start the day at $11,100.
Wow.
Wow, that is insane.
Looking good.
Yeah, can't wait to make that phone call on Friday.
That's that's like life-changing money.
Sure.
I know, it could always be whatever, but $10,000? Think of what you could do with that.
Get rid of a line of credit. Maybe finish a payment on a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Pay off a credit card. I know, right away I go to debts you might have.
Well, a lot of people have them.
Take it to the casino and double it.
Do whatever you want.
Give you different perspectives.
Joe's going to be the financial advisor to whoever wins.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my financial advisor, boy, he has his work cut out for him.
Here's the best. This guy is very good financially on my left here. There's no
for
way
sure he is.
he's
No.
wasted money. Yes, you are.
No.
You're pretty good with your
I
money.
like spending money.
Well, you do, but you're pretty
Yes.
good.
Yeah, not bad.
There's a balance there.
Sure, absolutely. So do whatever you want with it is the point. That's the beautiful thing about winning money. Treat yourself. Like what I think you should do is treat yourself with a little bit of it and then do some business with, do some business with the other.
Maybe you're waiting on that new boat for fishing this summer. Boom, there it is.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. You're good. That's good. I'm looking forward to Friday morning. We haven't decided what time. People are asking what time we're making the call.
Ooh,
Because, we've been playing the game at 6:30 and at 8:30 in the morning. Should we go somewhere in the middle?
Right in the middle.
For the phone call?
It's so usually on Fridays we have the name game at 7:20. We could make the call at 7:10.
Yeah.
7:10 on Friday?
7:10.
I'm going to write it down.
Making the call right now.
Yeah, I think that works.
Grand prize phone call. 7:10.
Start somebody's day off real good.
Friday morning. Yeah, no kidding. But we got a whole week of playing the game before we get to Friday.
Could get to 12, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
I got to do the math on that, but
Get your abacus out.
it's
It's a little early for
I've
math.
been using the beads on my back in my vehicle.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Got something to say?
Okay, I'll say it.
Well, you should probably call the bone phone and let her rip.
It actually feels nice to finally say it out loud.
780-BONE.
Hey, guys. My name's Eve. I've never called before, but for some reason, I'm feeling the need to today. I listen to you guys every morning, and today I'm headed out to my family's original hometown in Notre Dame de Lourdes for a funeral.
Hey.
My cousin passed away on Monday, and I don't know. I feel like I need to share this today because he was such an amazing man. He was an educator. Of course, in Notre Dame de Lourdes, he's likely to be French, so absolument, on parle en français. His name was Paul Senerini for English folk, Paul Senerini. Yeah, he was an amazing educator. He loved to tell stories. So, like I said, normally I don't phone, but I really felt the need to put this out there today. You were such an amazing man. You brought so much to so many lives, but particularly to mine. Merci beaucoup, Paul. We're going to miss you. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Aw, that's
Our
so
condolences,
sweet.
and I just want to let Eve know that there's a good chance that her wonderful cousin heard it, because I'll tell you, St. Peter, up at the gates of heaven, he's got a radio,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
he listens to the bone phone.
A lot of my family's from that area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if
The
any of
Shays.
them knew Paul.
Pardon?
I wonder if they knew Paul who
Yeah,
passed
I don't know.
away.
There might be a connection there.
Yeah. Small areas like that, a lot of people will know each other. But
For sure.
yeah, that's a very nice phone call. And anytime you want to drop a message like that, it's welcome. Okay, moving along. This gentleman thinks Winnipeg should do more things like Calgary in one topic in particular.
Okay, driving down Port Edge on my way to work, and it's like I'm driving through a sandstorm, like a dust storm. So all the vehicles kicking up all the dirt and sand and grit from the winter. And it's got me thinking, I recently was in Calgary. It's a big city. The infrastructure is fantastic. Freeways, 4 lanes, one-way traffic. Even the highways are just such a treat. They use gravel, instead of like salt and sand. And the drawback there is you get a lot of window chips because people kick up gravel and like smack your windshield. So MPI, pound sand, City of Winnipeg, let's go chips, or gravel, sorry. Let's get the window chips, but we'll give up all the rust, all that bullshit. I think it's a fair trade. Thank you.
Interesting
That's
call.
interesting, yeah.
Let me know how that goes. I'm going to look at Speedy shares right now. Speedy Auto.
Okay, moving along here. A complaint from the perimeter, I believe from Friday.
I'm just wondering why at 5:30 on a Friday on Perimeter North are we going 80 kilometers an hour in both lanes? There's nobody going over 80. The traffic is backed up, and it's causing such a commotion. Do better, people. Slow, stay in the right lane. Slow is 90, 100.
Mm-hmm. Very common rush hour on the perimeter to be going under 100.
Yeah, 80 is a significant drop.
Yes.
Yeah. You feel that?
Yeah, but you definitely will be sitting in a long line on the perimeter going, what are we doing? And I just think it's the amount of people merging, some people not obeying the slower traffic, keep right stuff.
Yeah, distracted.
A lot of factors, yep. Thermostat's getting a workout these days with the temperature,
Totally.
Varying so much.
Yo, good morning, PJV. There's something on the furnace usually, thermostat usually that is auto setting when it's cold. The heat goes on. When it's hot, the AC goes on. It's an amazing thing. What do you expect from your average day? Have a great day. Ciao.
I think I can set mine to do that, but I don't have it set, so I actually have to. I flip from heat to cool.
You go manual.
I go manual, but it's a newer furnace, and the technician definitely explained that to me, and I don't remember how to just keep it where it's going automatically from air conditioning to furnace.
I have that setting, and it was on, and the air came on one of those warmer days, but I switched it back to just heat because I was like, oh, it's too early for air conditioning. You know that competition we all have this time of year where, how long did you wait to turn on your air conditioning? I feel like I'm still in that mode.
I think you'll win. I think, Vicky, with how you are economically smart, as like I said, Joe was earlier this morning. Careful. I can tell. Is that a bad thing to say?
Yeah, no, so I think that's true.
I think it'll be 38 degrees before you turn on the air. Joe, have you had your air on yet?
No, I haven't, but I want to give full credit to the repair people that come and fix. It's not that I don't remember. It's that at some point they lose me in the conversation on what needs to happen, and then I just lose. I lose.
I know.
So I can't lie and say it's because I don't remember. I just never stop or listen through the whole conversation.
You just
tune
out
my
when
head.
it gets too technical.
We all do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Scrollin'. Here's what's trending with Philly Joe and Vicky.
The Michael Jackson biopic made a record-setting $97 million in its opening weekend. It's the best start of all time for a biopic. Any guesses what it beat as far as the best opening for a biopic?
Of the Johnny Cash Walk the Line movie.
No.
Whitney.
Oh, no. Was there a Whitney one?
Whitney Houston? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a biopic. There's been a couple of movies made. Was one a biopic? I have no idea. All I remember is this.
Yeah.
And my wife going, oh, that was incredible. I'd watch that again. I said, I think it was 2.5 hours.
I don't think I ever saw it. I forgot that existed.
The woman that plays Whitney does an incredible job in it. I will say that. Singing.
Yeah, I feel like that one was very under the radar when they released it for some reason. I don't know why.
Everybody I saw post about this Michael thing said it was absolutely fantastic. So you have to be a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It beat out Straight Outta Compton held the record before.
Straight Outta Compton. I went to see that in the theater by myself after work one day.
That was a great movie.
It was so good.
Just the T-shirts alone, Straight Outta Transcona, Straight Outta St. Vital. Like they all had them.
That was huge. And then Bohemian Rhapsody was next in line. It almost doubled what it made opening weekend. It's also the second best debut of the year behind the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So, yeah, I think we kind of knew it was going to be a hit, despite maybe some controversy leading up to it. People are still curious of what they're going to do with it. And first, David Lee Roth showed up at Coachella, and now this weekend he showed up with Teddy Swims again at Stagecoach, which is kind of more of a country-leaning music festival, although like Bush and Journey and Third Eye Blind were there too. But see if you agree with what he says here. Classic Van Halen is probably 30% cowboy. That's what David Lee Roth says. Can you see that? So I guess we're talking like Running with the Devil, Eruption. Jamie's
Cowboy.
crying.
I don't.
Outlaw maybe, but not cowboy.
I don't feel
Maybe
cowboy.
that's what he meant. Yeah.
I don't feel cowboy.
No,
not with the
I feel-
guitar licks and the
Yeah.
drumming and
I feel
the
like
vocals.
balls to the walls rock, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that
It was
old Van
gritty.
Halen. Yeah.
Outlaw more than cowboy.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's called pandering to an audience.
Yes. Very good. Also, I finally saw the Peaky Blinders movie over the weekend.
And
Meh. And I'm a
Really?
super fan of the show.
Yeah.
So take that for what it's worth. See it for yourself and see what you think.
Yeah.
But I wasn't crazy about it.
I started watching Margot's Got Money Problems.
Nicole Kidman.
She does do a cameo in it.
Yeah.
She's a
Chris
producer on
Jericho,
it.
too.
Chris Jericho. I was when I saw both of them do a cameo in the same episode, I was shocked.
Was
but
it good?
It's great. I caught up to it. Nick Offerman, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Elle Fanning.
wow.
A great story.
It's a good
great.
cast.
Yeah, worth watching.
On Apple?
Yeah.
Apple.
All right. That puts a wrap on everything entertainment. That's Scrollin.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Give us a master, Joe. Master. Vicky, come on. Master. You know what? I feel things are a little sleepy this morning. Just when you look at the text line, you could tell it's Monday.
Yeah.
The text line, like, you never, it's always bopping. But on Mondays, it's just a little less energy. And you can feel it. That's normal.
We got to get ourselves back in the mode for the weekday.
That's
It's
why
funny.
Sorry, Joe. I was going to say, that's why we hit you with Master of Puppets.
Well, the question today, for a completely useless question, will revolve around Mondays. And there's Rock and Thunder tickets up for grabs.
Is it about Garfield?
I can't say right now.
Because he hates them.
Does he really?
Don't know if you heard.
Garfield the cat?
Yeah, he
I didn't
hates
know
Monday.
that.
What do you mean? That's
Yeah.
his whole thing. There
I'm
were
sorry.
posters back in the 80s and
Yeah.
90s.
I know that he loves lasagna.
Yeah.
I know that he torments Odie.
Yeah.
I know I love Garfield. He loves to sleep. But I guess that slipped through my memory cracks that he hates Mondays.
I guess that was their way to relate to like the office crowd, the working man.
Oh, so
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Garfield.
Anyway, yeah, well, how we veer off track here.
Yeah.
92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station, PJV at 7:15.
Did you hear we have the most boring airport in North America?
I did. I saw
I did
think
not.
It was solitaire.com or something.
Yeah.
I think somebody, yeah.
What makes an airport boring?
Well, the best part is solitaire is one of the most boringest games you can play, right? You play it on your own. And they came up with this study. I did
Yeah.
read that Las Vegas airport was number one, which makes sense because they've got all kinds of restaurants and
Slot
gaming
machines.
and
I had the worst
smoke room
pizza
even.
in my life at an airport in Vegas.
You did, eh?
Wolfgang. Never get the pizza
Wolfgang
there.
Puck.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
terrible. You think he's a big time chef?
Yeah.
His food would be
All
good.
I know about the Vegas airport is I'm so excited when I get off the plane to get going.
Yeah.
And then by the time it's time to go home, I'm so hungover that I can't even imagine the thought of
Yeah.
flying. And usually, what's the Carl's Jr.?
Well, you're on the other side now. They've given you a different terminal, so
Oh, okay.
you don't you can go back to that side and have your Carl's Jr., but you don't bring it on the plane.
So Carl's Jr. has changed sides.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, they've changed what side Canadians
Gotcha.
get.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
what they do have is those VLT hot boxes where
Yeah.
everyone that's the only spot you can smoke in the airport. So all these smokers are in these like glass boxes.
Yeah.
And it's a scene.
They
for
brought
sure.
it back. They had taken them away for a while, and
Smoking boxes?
yeah, the smoking, the hot box.
So does Winnipeg need smoking boxes to
Yeah,
get more
VLT
exciting?
hot boxes. Maybe we need a few. Yeah.
If you think about the Winnipeg airport, and it doesn't need to be obviously as big as the one in Vegas, one of the tourist capitals of the world, but what would you like to see more of? Me would be maybe a couple of more restaurant options for
Yep.
people, right? Outside of like when you go across customs, for example, you've got the Tim Hortons little mobile unit when you walk through, and then you've got a couple of options like Little Brown Jug is one, and then I can't remember the other one. But The food options are like chicken tenders, a grilled cheese, and a salad. And
You get a Starbucks in there too. Yeah.
And then it's like get to the gate for your plane. We don't have a lot of options there. And then the other ones are on the other side.
Right.
Like Hardee's and then the full Tim's. Well, that's when you walk into the airport. You can't bring them across when you go through security.
And I don't think this was something we thought much about before, but now you have to get there so much earlier than you used to.
Yeah.
I feel like it used to be, 1 hour or 2 hour. Now they're saying like 3 or 4 hours.
You got to have more to do is what you're saying when you get to the airport.
Yeah.
What about a water park? That seems to be, that comes up every time we talk about Winnipeg.
What if you got to Waterslide to your connecting flight?
Now you're talking, Vicky.
Not bad.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Talking about how Winnipeg is it the most boring airport in North America?
That's right, yeah.
Really? Number one?
Well, I don't even know, bottom of the list.
Bottom, really?
I think a lot of it has to do with just volume of people that use it, right? It's pretty quiet.
Well, Vegas was number one. It's one of the biggest tourist places ever. So you've got to have things a little more interesting. And it's Vegas.
I'll tell you, one of my favorite airports to use is Minneapolis because there's a lot going on in the Minneapolis airports. Restaurants, pubs, like they have different things. Toronto, one of the busiest and headachy airports to ever use, has a lot going on in there, though.
Yeah.
If you're stuck there, there's at least some stuff to do.
We're just not a hub like those places.
Well, no, but if you're stuck in the Winnipeg airport like people have, right, waiting on a flight and you have to stay there the night, everything shuts down in that place like early, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because business-wise, what are you going to keep it open for? Usually there's nobody there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to invest all this money into an airport that's nowhere near the size of these other centers? Well, I just, out of curiosity, because you can Google anything, what makes an airport exciting? And I get here that nature and relaxation, indoor forests and waterfalls are in Singapore. They have that.
Here's the problem:
nice.
if you're not the greatest flyer and you have a nervous bladder, you don't need waterfalls anywhere on you. You pee enough just having to get up and go because you're anxious about flying.
They have to have extra bathrooms around the water features. Yeah.
Unique features. Fitness gyms, spas in some airports.
Who wants to work out before a flight? Then you're all sweaty on there?
Yeah, I'm not looking to work out.
No.
But if you get delayed, 12 hours, and you're a workouty person, you're going to jam in a workout, aren't you?
I wouldn't mind like a walking pad or whatever just to get some steps in when you're sitting there for 4 hours.
Okay.
Instead of just walking up and down from gate to gate,
Because then people start to look at you weird.
Listen, hotels have gyms, and I've yet to ever take advantage of that on vacation.
No,
I'm not going to the airport to work out on the way to
You
and
just
from.
walk by. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Looks good.
Good to know.
See you on the flight.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
There's a documentary I want to check out. It's all about Ozzy's final days. You guys probably know about this, right?
I remember hearing about it when it first came out.
And about the final concert, too. Seems to be a lot of footage from that.
That makes sense with all the stars and how they put it together with the MCs and everything else. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I saw it. This is the world we live in. It was, I can't remember which streaming service. I was doing one of those scrolls.
Who can keep track?
What am I going to watch right now? And you go through. I do that all the time.
Have you ever Googled?
I don't know.
To find out, and they're completely wrong. It never fails. It's like, oh, you can catch that on Netflix. Go through the whole guide.
Yeah.
2 days later, nope.
Because it's probably the American Netflix or something. Yeah, it's so complicated.
It's so hard even to Google.
Well, but I'm more talking about death scrolling streaming service style, where you're just like, oh, that looks pretty good. I'll make a mental, oh boy, that's good.
Then you got to add it, the streaming site, because you don't have it yet.
Well, you put it, he's like on Netflix and can't find anything to watch. And then you put it in the queue because you're like, oh, that's interesting, but not tonight. Like you're not in the mood for it.
I don't know how to put in the queue.
You could put it in like your favorites for later, can't you?
Probably.
I have no idea.
I haven't used Netflix in a while.
I don't know how to do it.
No, but I've fallen into that trap. Oh, as soon as it starts with, hey, let's watch a movie tonight, and it's 6:30, 7 o'clock, and by 9:30 you finally found one.
Yeah. And you've seen it already.
Sometimes I'm just going through it, and then I just say screw it and start playing video games. I can't decide. It's like it. And the amount of streaming services you have, it's exhausting trying to figure out something to watch. You really have to go in with a game plan. Like, I'm getting this, it's on this service, done.
I keep a list going in my phone, but it's a lot of like, oh, I'm not really in the mood for that right
There's
now.
that too.
Yeah. The things that people say you have to watch. And you're like,
I know, I'll get to it. Like a documentary, for example. And I know, Joe, you watch a lot of docs.
I do, yeah.
But that's a mood thing. Some nights you're just not in the mood for a documentary.
Right. I think for me right now with these NHL playoffs, I have not even come close to watching anything else.
Yeah, that's right.
There's so many games a night right now.
And by the time that's all over at like 11 o'clock at night, you're like, well, I'm not going to start something serious. I'm not going to start Oppenheimer right now. It's 11 o'clock at night.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Over 30% of adults have done this, and it happens more often on Mondays than any other day of the week.
Excellent. Get right to the phones here. 780 City. Good morning. You're on the air. Go ahead with your guess.
Can I get Philly?
Sure. I'm going to say lock themselves out of their vehicle, which is
good answer.
More and more difficult nowadays with the fobs.
Yeah.
And your phone, you can, but that's my guess. No,
Yeah,
not the right
no.
answer.
No, your life's full of beeps now when you walk around your vehicle. Boop, beep, beep.
That's how I find my vehicle in parking lots, though. You know,
Yeah.
I start hitting the fob because I always forget where I parked. 780 City. Go ahead.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Joel. What's happening?
Good. Good, yeah. Nothing much, you guys. And yourself?
Good.
Good.
Pretty good. Monday,
Good.
you know.
Yep. Lovely Vicky, please.
I'm going to say they forget to set their alarm to wake up.
Good. But no. No.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day, Joel.
You too, you guys.
Yep.
Cheers.
Joel requests a lot of bangers on the bone phone.
Happens more often on Mondays.
Hello, City.
I'm going to say sleep in.
No. I'm going to help people out here a little bit early today with a clue.
Nice guy.
Wow.
It has to do with your vehicle. Over 30% of adults have done this, and it happens more often on Mondays.
780 City, 780-2484. Good morning.
Morning. Is it lose your keys?
No.
That's
No.
a good guess.
Does not involve the keys.
No keys.
Or a fob. or...
Hello,
Those fobs are expensive.
Oh,
Keys never expensive. They create a fob.
Yeah.
$400. It's like, wow.
Oh, you're right, Joe. Hello, City.
I'm going to say they forget their lunch.
No.
Not
No,
lunch.
nothing to do with lunch.
Just take somebody else's if you forget yours. Look in the fridge, see what's there.
The true mark
It's
of
tempting.
a sociopath right there. Eating somebody else's lunch at work.
Yeah, how could you do that?
Yeah.
You want to keep your lunch at work? Bring vegetables.
Good morning.
Hey, can I get a lifeline with Phil?
Run out of gas.
No. Over 30% of adults have done this, and it happens more often on Mondays. This is happening inside your vehicle. There's your other clue.
We're down 3 lifelines now?
Yeah. So 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
This happens inside your vehicle. Over 30% of adults have done it, and it
Okay.
happens more often on a Monday.
Sounds like you gave
I have
us
a guess.
You gave that okay.
I have a guess.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's right.
For Rock and Thunder tickets, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good day, Vicky. Can you help me out?
All right. Spill something?
No.
Oh, Vicky.
Sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. Or maybe a guy in the passenger seat spills something in your vehicle. That number's a little
Wasn't
higher.
even
Did that happen on a Monday?
That wasn't my
Probably.
fault. It was a Monday, and it wasn't my
I was
fault.
driving up to the dealership.
The lid was spilly, and
It
I
was
went
askew.
I went to set the coffee down, and I know, Joe, you don't mess in that. That's immaculate on the inside.
Sure it is.
And of course, I slop a drop, and I'm like, it was devastating.
We
It
started
was.
calling him Spilly since then.
Spilly Joe and Vicky.
Good morning, City.
Hey, good morning. I'm going to go with Philly, please.
Oh, last lifeline. Okay.
Happens in the vehicle. We get into an accident.
No.
Sorry, man.
Okay. Because we got to focus now
Yeah.
without the lifelines. this is happening while you're driving, but it has to do with you, the driver. Okay, over 30% of adults have done it, and it happens more often on a Monday, and it's happening while they're driving. What are they doing while they're driving?
780 City, hi there.
Morning. Pass gas.
No, no.
For all the weekend junk food?
Yeah. Good morning.
Hi there. Is it realizing you're out of gas?
No.
Nope.
No. You're physically doing something. Over 30% of adults have done this, and it happens more often on Mondays. It might have to do with your running late.
Could you get in trouble for this? Could you get...
Yeah, it could be considered distracted driving, I guess. It's got nothing to do with your pet or anything like that.
Hi, City. Hello.
You got any lifelines left? Lifelines left?
No, we don't. It's all on you, my friend.
Okay. Running late, driving. You speed.
No speeding. No.
That would have been. That was what if I was a lifeline, that's what I was going to go with.
This is physically happening inside your vehicle while you're driving.
Hello, City.
Hey, is it crushing 7 slices of pizza on your way to work?
That was hot dog guy. Won't let it go. That was a loud guy. Loud guy at the race of the century.
Classic Monday.
Boston Pizza. I'll tell you, the shares went up that day. 7 slices after the race.
So
That's
it's not
the record.
eating?
No, not eating while driving.
That's what I thought it might be.
Because I said you're running late, you might have to do this on the way. So an answer like maybe shaving or putting on your makeup, right? Because you're running late, that would be something. Well, it's not those two things.
Okay.
So I've eliminated another 2 answers for you.
Is it grooming? Something like that?
Well, it could have something to do with that, but not your hair or makeup or...
Yeah.
Gosh.
I do.
You're not manscaping.
I try not to manscape in the vehicle. I wait till I get to work. Hello.
Then you just lower the window and let it all fly out.
Hi, City. You got a guess?
Is it if you spill something on trying to change your shirt or something as you're driving?
Changing while driving. You're changing your outfit, part of your outfit. Did you just swear while driving?
Hey, that was already guessed.
The guy working next to me.
That was the guy next to you who thinks he's going to the concert with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's going to the unemployment line.
Oh, boy.
Yes. People have gotten dressed, changing while they are driving their vehicle. 30%.
So good. Tough one this morning.
That was one of the toughest we've ever had.
Ever. Yeah, who's this?
This is the Italian stallion, Rick.
All right.
Hey, Rick, I'm sorry someone lost their job with you today.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Good morning, Anna.
Hello.
You ready? You ready to roll, Anna?
Yeah, I think so. I'm so excited.
You've got a lot of energy this morning. Love to hear it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Have you been following along, trying to get through on a daily basis?
I sure have multiple times a day, me and my fiance.
Okay.
What's the fiance's name?
Dave.
Is he there with you?
No, he's at home with the pup. I'm at work.
Okay, but you guys have had discussions?
Oh, yes. Yes, we text each other all the time. Did you enter? Did you enter? Did you enter?
Do you end it with an XO when you text?
Depends on the day.
A little kissy face emoji?
Hearts.
Sure.
The hearts.
Yeah.
I was just reading a stat. I was looking at some completely useless trivia stuff for tomorrow, and one thing that happens on Mondays is apparently women complain more on Mondays about their partner than any other day of the week because you just had your fill from the weekend, I guess.
That sack of hammers. 0 yard work. Too much hockey. All right, Anna. So, sounds like you're ready. Sounds like you and Dave came up with a consensus. I'm going to pass you over to Joe, and he'll walk you through your decision.
Well, you know
thank you.
Okay, Anna, you know how the game is played. We could grow the pot to 11,300 and have you and Dave entered that way, or you can take the $100 right now and we don't tell Dave anything.
We are going to grow the pot and try and win it all.
All right.
Love it.
Anna and Dave, congratulations. Good luck. You got to be by that phone on Friday when we do the big draw, right? You got to be sitting there waiting. It'll be 7. What did we say? 7:10 Friday morning. Okay, Anna?
I was listening this morning when you guys decided on the time, so I'm ready.
Okay.
You know who's on top of it? Anna.
Anna, no kidding.
No kidding. Are you having a wedding social, Anna?
No, that was last year.
You did have the social. Okay.
I bet you organized the hell out of that, Anna.
Sure did.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Joe, somebody on the Boston Pizza text line wants to know how your frozen shoulder is. Friday, Joe woke up with some serious shoulder pain, and we just started calling it like frozen shoulder for lack of a educated opinion or educated terminology.
Did it thaw over the weekend?
A little bit, yeah. I was doing some stretches that you sent me, but I had a friend of mine in the physio game that sent me some video of stretches, which is easier when you're trying to learn how to do some stretches for the first time in your life.
Muscles are a little tight.
Yeah, I've got an appointment today
to
get some look at it a little further to see what it exactly is. But yes, self-diagnosed by the three of us. It was frozen shoulder on Friday.
Yeah.
Could have been a tweak, pinched nerve, I guess, too, right? But I've had a pinched nerve before, like most people have. It was a lot more severe pain than that, but frozen shoulder is very common. I can't believe it. And I want to thank everybody who texted in on Friday with a bunch of advice because they've had it before. But
so it's thawed like ground beef on the counter over the weekend. That's good to hear.
Still doing some hot and cold therapy, like with but I've got a little bit of motion in it now, actually.
So on Friday, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was the pain?
On Friday, when I woke up at 2 in the morning, it was probably an 11.
Okay.
I hate to use a line from Crazy Craig describing movies on the bone phone, but
when you rolled in here,
I was in a lot of pain on Friday.
And how's it feeling now?
About a 7.
Okay, so still not great.
Found a little video here. Let's see.
Hey, if you have frozen shoulder, meaning when you go to lift your arm up like this, you get aches and pains. It's because your scapula right here isn't doing its job. See, when the scapula is forward and locked down, you go up like this with your arm, impingement happens. What you want is you want to rotate upward and open up the shoulder capsule, right? So, if this is your problem, try this movement. Nice tall posture, thumbs up, and elbows in alignment with your shoulders. And then from here, keep that tall posture, rotate the thumbs backwards.
Thumbs back.
Try to squeeze the muscles in between the shoulder blades, and then come back down.
Oh, like
slow and controlled.
Kind of looks like a robot.
Yeah, the scapula, my spatula, everything was out this weekend.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast. Here's what we learned today with Philly Joe and Vicky.
The Manitoba Moose, a little bit under the radar, but they've advanced to the second round of the AHL playoffs. They had to come, they were down. They lost the opening game of the best of 3, which is tough to come back from that, but they won the next 2 to take the series. It's a play-in series in 3. So they now move on to the second round, and that starts this weekend with afternoon games, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
So it'd be nice. I mean, you were saying, Joe, they already had some pretty good crowds.
I don't think they're in town next weekend, though, are they?
Yeah, they start here.
Oh, I was just looking at the Canada Life calendar. Maybe it hasn't been updated since.
Probably not, because
they just won.
Those people need Sundays off too, Vicky. And the game happened. Yes. Listen, they had about just under 5,000 yesterday, and you have to know the crowds will increase with some notice here too. Got a whole week for the hype, right? Great for the team. Underdog story.
Yep. Grand Rapids, a powerhouse apparently. So that'll be a tough series for the Moose. Also want to mention Anze Kopitar, LA Kings. I didn't have time for it in sports this morning, but with the LA Kings losing, it's his final game of what will be a Hall of Fame career when it's all said and done. A captain of the Kings. What a great player and a class act.
I'll tell you how much of a class act this guy is. My youngest stepson was a big LA Kings Anze Kopitar fan. So a buddy of mine who deals with the United States a lot in his business, like warehousing and that, with the Los Angeles Kings, gets to meet some of the people involved with the Kings through a buddy he does business with. And I said to him one day, I said, listen, if you ever get a chance at getting a jersey signed by Kopitar, this kid is dying to get one. Okay, that story gets lost in translation. It gets to Anze Kopitar that some kid is dying and wants an Anze Kopitar jersey.
No.
And I get one. And the kid gets one. And I felt guilty ever since. Not trying, but yes, he believed he was signing for a sick kid a jersey. So
you should send him a picture of your stepson and say he's still alive.
He's still
it must have been the jersey.
It's a miracle.
Honest to God, true story.
Oh, that's a great story, Joe. Winnipeg's airport is apparently boring.
Yeah, that's they, I guess, rated all the airports in North America, and ours came on the bottom.
But we like it that way.
It's an airport.
Yeah,
What do you want?
Absolutely.
You don't want it too much busier, do you?
No,
Yeah, exactly.
no. The Michael Jackson biopic is the best start for a biopic of all time, beating out Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, big showing this weekend for
Yeah.
a debut.
That was-
Second biggest of the year.
Crazy. That was courtesy of Vicky in Scrollin, just before 7 o'clock. We do that every day. And over 30% of adults have changed a piece of clothing on their way to work. And Joe, apparently you were saying in the completely useless question, it happens more often on a Monday than any other day of the week.
Yeah, I guess a little disheveled, probably off to maybe a later start than you're used to, right?
Kind of sleepy, maybe foggier on a Monday
and maybe
morning.
you forgot something, or maybe I gotta. A lot of people keep an extra piece of clothing in the car.
I should start because I will slop coffee. Like I don't very often have like Joe. You've always got somewhere to go after the show. More often than not, I'm just going home anyway. So,
Yeah.
but it always seems to be on a day where I've got somewhere to go that I slop coffee all over myself.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
I
Keep
should
a
probably
backup outfit.
keep something in the vehicle. Do
Okay.
you?
Yeah, sometimes. Not every day, but a lot of times I'll have something in the car.
Vicky,
yeah.
you got
I have
backup?
a T-shirt and
like
like
a
some
gown or
yoga.
something?
Yeah, my backup
Yeah.
gown in case a
Grad,
gala
from
breaks
grad.
out. Yeah, yeah.
It still fits.
Oh my God, gala
That's
breaks out.
You never know.
All right, that's what we learned today.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.